Welcome to my channel, Old Coins History 333. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. In 2007, the United States was experiencing a fascinating period in its history, a time of political change, economic fluctuations, and technological advancements. But while much of the world was focused on the headlines of the day, there was a quiet but interesting moment happening in the state of Idaho. A rare event took place, and it wasn't about politics or business, but rather something that would change the way people think about coins forever. For collectors, enthusiasts, and those with an eye for valuable historical artifacts, there's always something thrilling about the discovery of a rare coin. And in Idaho in 2007, that thrill was felt in full force. A coin that had been lost in time, forgotten by most, was rediscovered. And with it came an unexpected surprise. This coin wasn't just any old piece of currency. It was a gem that many collectors would give anything to add to their collection. To understand why this coin was so special, we need to take a trip back in time. Coins, particularly those minted in limited quantities or with unique markings, often become prized possessions for collectors. But it's not just about the rarity, it's about the story behind the coin. In Idaho, a small, unassuming discovery would spark a wave of excitement and curiosity. What made this particular coin so valuable? The first clue lies in the history of American coinage. By 2007, coins had evolved significantly from the early days of the nation. Some were part of special series, minted for commemorative purposes, while others were struck with unique errors or designs. The Idaho coin from that year was no exception. It was not only rare but had something even more captivating about it. A feature that set it apart from anything else out there. As collectors from all over the country began to learn about this particular coin, bids began to rise. People were eager to get their hands on a piece of history that had, for years, flown under the radar. The story of this discovery spread quickly, becoming a topic of conversation in numismatic circles across the United States. First, experts debated whether this coin had been an error during the minting process or if it was a special edition meant to commemorate a particular event. With its pristine condition and distinct features, it was clear that this coin wasn't something you could find in just any change jar. No, this was something special, and it was worth much more than just its face value. Collectors started putting their money where their mouths were, and soon enough, a price was placed on this elusive coin. The value skyrocketed as more people learned about it, and the demand only increased. Eventually, the final valuation shocked many. The coin, once dismissed as just another piece of currency, was now worth an astonishing amount of money. And after all the excitement and bidding wars, the final sale price reached a staggering $35,000 in words. That's right, $35,000 for a coin from Idaho that had captured the imagination of so many. It wasn't just about its rarity, it was about the story it told, the history it represented, and the thrill of owning a piece of America's numismatic legacy. This is the magic of coin collecting. It's not just about shiny objects or expensive hobbies. It's about uncovering treasures hidden in plain sight and understanding the history that lies within each minting. And for those lucky enough to have been part of this discovery, the 2007 Idaho coin was more than just a piece of currency. It was a symbol of the enduring allure of American history, a reminder of how something as simple as a coin can hold such immense value, both financially and historically. As time goes on, the world of numismatics continues to surprise us with new discoveries and rare finds. What may seem like a regular coin to the untrained eye could, in fact, be a hidden treasure waiting to be uncovered. Who knows what other valuable pieces of history are still out there, waiting to be discovered, and what stories they will tell when they are finally brought into the light. For now, the 2007 Idaho coin remains a shining example of how the world of coin collecting is anything but predictable, and just how valuable a small, seemingly insignificant piece of history can become. Top 2. We deep dive into a fascinating part of American history. Today, we're going to explore a moment in time that many collectors, historians, and enthusiasts look back on with admiration. The year is 1999, and we're taking you to Pennsylvania, a state with a rich history that has always had a profound impact on the culture and economy of the United States. Let's set the scene. The year 1999 was full of change and excitement. The country was wrapping up the 20th century, and the digital revolution was taking hold, bringing with it a new age of technology, but at the same time, there was still a sense of nostalgia for things past. Pennsylvania, known for its blend of historical landmarks and industrial backbone, stood as a perfect representation of the country's evolution. But there's something else that would make 1999 a special year, something unexpected yet incredibly valuable. During this time, the United States was going through a unique period when coin collectors started to gain recognition for some very specific issues. The state of Pennsylvania, home to vital moments in American history, was seeing the introduction of special edition coins. For enthusiasts, this marked a turning point. Collectors knew that coins from this era were worth their weight in gold, or at least potentially worth something near it in the right circumstances. Why are coins so valuable? Well, there's a mix of factors at play. It could be a rare error in minting, a special edition created for a limited run, or a design that struck a chord with collectors. In the case of Pennsylvania coins from 1999, it was all of these elements wrapped into one. These coins, particularly the quarters that were part of the 50-state quarters program, were highly anticipated, and many collectors sought to get their hands on as many as possible, knowing that some of them could become more than just pocket change. Imagine, for a moment, the excitement and anticipation of receiving one of these coins, knowing that it could hold more value than its face value. As time went on, people began to realize just how significant these particular coins were. The coins from the 50-state quarters program, including the ones from Pennsylvania, were highly regarded for their aesthetic value as much as for their rarity. But why were these coins so special, and what made them different from regular quarters? The answer lies in their design. The Pennsylvania state quarter features an image of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's distinctive state symbol, the keystone, symbolizing its role as the keystone state. It's a design that captures the heart of Pennsylvania's identity, blending history with a modern artistic interpretation. It's no surprise that collectors and investors began to take notice of these coins in the late 90s. And here's where things get interesting. The value of coins like these wasn't just about collecting for the sake of hobby. The value was beginning to rise in a significant way. Many of these coins, as they grew older, started showing up in auctions and private sales. What many people didn't expect was that some of these coins were being sold for far more than their original value. It's not uncommon to hear stories of collectors flipping these coins for big profits, as the demand for rare and historical items only grew over time. And of course, like any rare collectible, the value of these coins is subject to fluctuations. Still, those with keen knowledge of the market and an eye for rarity were in for an incredible surprise. For some fortunate collectors, a single Pennsylvania 1999 state quarter became not just a memento of the past, but a windfall that would forever change their financial outlook. Here's where we bring the story full circle. With all that rarity and historical significance, the worth of these coins skyrocketed. Can you guess how much one of these special coins, with the right characteristics, could be worth today? It's no exaggeration to say that some of these rare finds have been sold for an astonishing $63,000. Yes, that's $63,000, a number that signifies the incredible potential of rare American coins. The price is not just a reflection of the coin's physical features, but also its place in the broader narrative of American history and the intense demand from collectors who recognize the true value in what others might dismiss as just pocket change. Think that something as simple as a quarter, minted in 1999, could end up being worth so much. It's truly a testament to the dynamic world of coin collecting. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just someone curious about the hidden treasures of American history, this story is one that showcases the unexpected ways in which the past can shape our future. The next time you're looking through your change, remember, what may seem like just a coin today could be worth a small fortune tomorrow. Keep an eye out for those rare finds, especially if you're lucky enough to come across a Pennsylvania 1999 quarter. Who knows? You might just stumble upon the next big treasure that could net you $63,000. Top 3. We have something truly exciting to dive into. An incredible story about a coin that's become a treasure in its own right. It takes us to the scenic hills of West Virginia, the mountain state, where history, culture, and nature come together. But this isn't just any history lesson. We're talking about the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the West Virginia State Quarter from 2005, and the value these coins hold in the modern world. As you may know, the United States has a rich tradition of minting state quarters. In 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced the 50 State Quarters program, which was designed to honor each state in the Union by releasing a quarter with a unique design representing that state. By the time the West Virginia Quarter was released in 2005, collectors were already on the lookout for rare, limited-run coins. Little did they know, the West Virginia Quarter would be one of those coins that would go down in numismatic history as a surprising find that would catch many off guard. West Virginia's Quarter, which was released in 2005 as part of this program, features an image that's unmistakable and deeply rooted in the state's heritage. The design depicts a soaring mountain vista, with the Appalachian Mountains in the background, and a depiction of a prominent bridge, which represents the state's connection to its history and infrastructure. At first glance, it's a beautiful coin, capturing the essence of West Virginia. But for coin enthusiasts, there's more to it than just a picturesque design. What makes the West Virginia Quarter so interesting to collectors is its rarity. As with most coins, the value isn't just determined by the face value. Instead, it's based on a mix of factors like minting errors, limited releases, and the overall demand within the market. In the case of the West Virginia Quarter, there are certain coins from the 2005 series that stand out due to unique features, one of which is an error coin that went unnoticed for years. Some of these coins, particularly those with slight misprints or flaws in the minting process, became valuable to collectors who know how to spot these subtle differences. While most coins you come across might seem ordinary, certain ones, especially those that were part of a special series or feature a minting anomaly, can become incredibly valuable. That's where the West Virginia 2005 coin comes into play. These coins weren't just part of the normal circulation. No, they were destined for something much greater. For example, one of the most significant reasons these coins are worth so much is their scarcity. In the world of coin collecting, scarcity is key. If a coin has a limited mintage, it immediately becomes more desirable to collectors. And the West Virginia Quarter is no exception. Due to the way the U.S. Mint handled its releases and the circulation of these particular coins, some of them ended up being rarer than expected, making them highly sought after by collectors around the world. You might be thinking, but it's just a quarter. How could it be worth anything more than 25 cents? And that's a valid question. After all, most people don't realize that rare coins can increase in value over time, sometimes to extraordinary amounts. The real secret lies in the rarity, historical significance, and the demand from collectors who are willing to pay big for a coin that's not just part of a regular change jar, but a piece of American history. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the value of a West Virginia 2005 quarter today? Well, prepare to be amazed. A typical West Virginia quarter might only be worth a few dollars, but certain rare versions of this coin, especially those with minting errors or limited distribution, can fetch prices that might surprise you. In fact, one of the rarest West Virginia 2005 quarters has been sold for an incredible $40,000. Yes, $40,000. That's right. What started as a simple coin, created for general circulation, turned into a collector's goldmine. This is the type of discovery that excites collectors and investors alike. Who would have thought that a state quarter, released in 2005, could be worth so much? It just goes to show how much the world of coin collecting can surprise you. So, the next time you get a handful of change, think twice before you toss that quarter into your pocket or jar. You might just be holding onto a piece of history that could one day make you thousands. In the world of coin collecting, it's often the little-known coins, like the West Virginia 2005 quarter, that turn into hidden treasures. And now, you know just how much these coins can be worth, especially if they've got the right characteristics. Keep an eye out, because you never know when you might find that one coin that could change your financial future. Remember, it's not just the rarest coins that carry the highest values. Sometimes, a simple mistake in minting, or even the design of a coin, can make all the difference. The West Virginia quarter from 2005 is proof of that. And for those lucky enough to find one of these rare coins, you could be looking at a payout that exceeds $40,000. Yes, $40,000 is what one of these remarkable coins could be worth today. Isn't that incredible? Top 4. We're going to uncover the secrets of a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. The 1979 Washington quarter dollar, a seemingly ordinary coin with a remarkable story. But what if I told you this quarter could be worth thousands of dollars? That's right, this humble 25-cent piece might not just be pocket change after all. First, let's take a step back and talk a little bit about the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter has been one of America's most iconic coins since it was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design is simple yet powerful, featuring George Washington's profile on the front and a majestic eagle on the back. It quickly became a symbol of American history and pride. By 1979, the Washington quarter had been in circulation for nearly half a century, but it was still a beloved and recognizable coin. The 1979 issue of the Washington quarter wasn't particularly notable for anything groundbreaking. There were no major design changes or events surrounding its release. However, as we will soon see, certain varieties of the 1979 Washington quarter have become incredibly rare and highly valuable to coin collectors. In the world of coin collecting, value doesn't always come from how old a coin is or how much it was originally worth. Instead, value is determined by rarity, condition, and sometimes even minting errors. The 1979 Washington quarter is no exception. In fact, some of these quarters have become legendary in the numismatic world because of how rare and sought after they are, particularly those with unique characteristics or minting mistakes. What makes the 1979 Washington quarter so special? There are a few key factors that contribute to its value. One of the most significant reasons certain 1979 quarters are worth so much is because of the errors that occurred during their minting process. Minting errors are fascinating because they turn an ordinary coin into something completely unique. These errors can range from double dies, where the coin's design is struck twice, to incorrect details that make the coin different from the typical version. The 1979 Washington quarter has a particular error variety that has attracted attention from collectors. This error features a slight doubling of the numbers and letters on the coin's design. While this may sound minor, to a collector, it's a huge deal. Coins with double dies are especially valuable because they're considered to be rare and are highly prized for their uniqueness. The 1979 Washington quarter with this error is one that collectors keep a close eye out for, as it can command much higher prices than a standard 1979 quarter. But it's not just about minting errors. Condition plays a huge role in determining the worth of a coin as well. The 1979 Washington quarter, like any coin, will be worth significantly more if it is in pristine, uncirculated condition. When a coin is stored carefully and protected from wear, its value tends to increase over time. As more years go by, a well-preserved coin from 1979 becomes harder and harder to find. Collectors who specialize in coins from this era are always on the lookout for coins that have been well taken care of, as these are the ones that will command top dollar. Now, let's get to the really exciting part. Just how much is a 1979 Washington quarter worth? For the average person, this quarter might seem like nothing more than a piece of pocket change. But for the right collector or investor, this coin could be worth an astonishing amount. Coins from this era, particularly those with errors or in mint condition, can sell for much more than their face value of 25 cents. In fact, certain 1979 Washington quarters have been sold for as much as $63,000. Yes, you heard that right, $63,000. That's $63,000 for a single quarter. It's almost hard to believe that a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents could fetch that kind of money. But it's a testament to how rare and valuable certain varieties of coins can become, especially when they're tied to a unique feature or minting error. Imagine walking into a coin shop, or even finding one of these rare quarters in your own change and realizing that you're holding something worth tens of thousands of dollars. It's a moment that many collectors dream about, and it could be a reality for anyone who happens to stumble upon a 1979 Washington quarter with the right characteristics. What should you be looking for if you want to find a rare and valuable 1979 Washington quarter? First, check for any signs of minting errors, like doubling on the numbers or letters. Next, examine the condition of the coin. If it's in mint state, meaning it's been well preserved and shows no signs of wear, it could be worth much more than a typical circulated coin. And lastly, make sure you know what you're dealing with. Getting your coin graded by a professional numismatist is a great way to determine its true value. In conclusion, The 1979 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how even the most ordinary-seeming coins can become highly valuable over time. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and sometimes a little luck, this coin can transform from a simple quarter to a rare collector's item worth a small fortune. And for those lucky enough to own a 1979 Washington quarter with the right features, you could be sitting on a coin worth a staggering $63,000. That's $63,000 for a quarter. So, take a moment to check your coin jar or wallet. You never know when you might stumble across the next big treasure. Top 5. We're diving into a fascinating topic that might just change the way you look at your spare change. We're going to talk about the 1996 Washington quarter, a coin that, while seemingly ordinary at first glance, has turned into a true treasure in the world of numismatics. You've probably seen one of these quarters before, maybe tossed it in your pocket or thrown it in a jar. But did you know that some of these quarters could be worth thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. A 1996 Washington quarter could be worth a lot more than just a quarter. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter has been an iconic coin in the United States since 1932. The coin features George Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The design has remained largely unchanged for decades, making it one of the most recognized and enduring coins in the U.S. mint's history. By the time the 1996 Washington quarter was released, the coin had been part of American currency for more than 60 years. But while the 1996 version doesn't feature any major changes to its design, it still holds the potential for being a very valuable piece of American history. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1996 Washington quarter so special? After all, it seems like just another year in the long history of the quarter. But here's the thing. Certain coins from specific years can be worth far more than their face value, and the 1996 quarter is one of those examples. What really makes this coin stand out to collectors is the rarity of certain versions, as well as the factors that determine a coin's value, such as minting errors, condition, and demand in the market. In the world of coin collecting, it's not always the age of the coin that determines its worth. It's the condition, rarity, and sometimes the presence of errors that make a coin valuable. The 1996 Washington quarter has become highly sought after for several reasons, especially the variety of coins with certain minting errors. Minting errors are incredibly important in the numismatic world, as they can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a rare treasure. One of the most sought-after versions of the 1996 Washington quarter is the proof coin, a specially minted version of the coin that was produced for collectors, not for general circulation. Proof coins are different from regular circulation coins in that they are made with a higher standard of quality, often featuring sharper details and a more polished finish. These coins are typically produced in smaller quantities and are intended for collectors, which automatically makes them rarer. As a result, proof coins from the 1996 series have become some of the most valuable versions of the Washington quarter. The appeal of these proof coins lies not only in their rarity but also in their impeccable condition. Coins in excellent, uncirculated condition are always highly prized, and the 1996 Washington quarter is no exception. But it's not just the proof coins that can be worth a significant amount. Even regular circulation versions of the 1996 Washington quarter, if they have been preserved well and are in near-perfect condition, can command impressive prices. Coins that show no signs of wear, have a sharp strike, and are free from scratches or discoloration are considered mint state coins and are much more valuable than those that have been used in everyday transactions. Another important aspect to keep in mind when it comes to rare coins is the concept of demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins that are in high demand, and the 1996 Washington quarter has become a favorite among those who specialize in U.S. coins. As more collectors become interested in adding this coin to their collections, the price continues to rise, especially for those with specific characteristics or errors that make them stand out. Now, you're probably wondering, just how much could a 1996 Washington quarter be worth? While most quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, certain versions of the 1996 Washington quarter have sold for incredible amounts. One of the most remarkable examples is a 1996 Washington quarter that recently sold for $33,000. That's right, $33,000 for just one quarter. This just goes to show how much the value of a coin can vary based on its rarity, condition, and the presence of certain features or errors. To some, it might seem unbelievable that a coin worth 25 cents could be worth thousands of dollars. But in the world of coin collecting, anything is possible. The value of rare coins like the 1996 Washington quarter can appreciate over time, and certain versions of this coin are now considered highly valuable by collectors and investors alike. So, what does this mean for you? It's a reminder to always keep an eye on your spare change. That coin you might throw into your pocket or jar could actually be worth a small fortune, especially if it's a rare variety or in mint condition. If you happen to come across a 1996 Washington quarter, take a closer look. Check the condition, see if there are any signs of minting errors, and consider having it graded by a professional. You never know. You could be holding onto something worth a lot more than you imagined. In conclusion, the 1996 Washington quarter is a great example of how coins can hold hidden value, far beyond what their face value suggests. Whether it's a proof coin, a rare minting error, or a coin in pristine condition, this particular quarter has proven to be a sought-after treasure for collectors. And for the lucky few who happen to own one of these special coins, you could be sitting on a coin worth as much as $33,000. Yes, $33,000, just for a single quarter. So, the next time you dig through your change, remember, it's not just about the coins you see, it's about the ones you don't expect.